In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to edit photos on your phone with the Adobe Lightroom app coming up. Hey, what's up guys? Dave here, and on this channel I help you improve your landscape photography through in-field and post-processing tutorials, as well as gear reviews. So if you're into landscape photography at all, consider subscribing to this channel. Now in this video specifically, I'm talking about how to edit photos on your phone using the Lightroom mobile app. Now, this is one of the most underutilized tools, I think, for landscape photography, just because everybody has one of these in their pocket. It's super easy to use when you are out into the field and looking for different things that you want to photograph in the future. I'm going to get into that in just a little bit in the video. But right now, let's look at how to actually use this app to edit our photos that we take in the field. Now, obviously, the first thing that we want to do is open up the Lightroom app that's in our phone that we can get with our Creative Cloud account if you do have one, and immediately you have different options come up of different photos. You can definitely navigate back to your folders or even import from your camera roll. That's what I like to do. I've been using these little moment lenses, especially this wide angle lens for my iPhone with the moment case that they come with. And these are just great little in-field lenses that you can attach to your smartphone on the case. Some of the best in-field just camera lenses for your phone that I've ever found. Durable, high quality, all that. And I just like to stick them on and start shooting with them and give me an idea of what a photo could look like. So this is shot with the 18mm lens, and all I'm going to do is start editing this. So once I have this photo pulled up and imported into the Lightroom catalog on the app, I can do a lot of different things here. I can even do things like healing. So if I wanted to heal something and remove something out of this image, I can easily just like click right here and move this button around to where I want that to replace with. That looks pretty good. Gonna hit the check mark there, and it does a seamless job transitioning from what was there into stitching this, a really powerful tool that you can use in something like Photoshop and Lightroom on your computer. You have the power to do this in your phone really easily. One of the biggest things that I like to do is create different effects in color and light, because I like to see what a location could look like when I actually do take my camera out. So what I like to do is go to my light option, and you have several different options here that come up that are just like if you were editing with Lightroom in your computer. So what I like to do is just adjust these, maybe boost up my contrast some. Highlights, I'm going to pull those down to get more detail in the trees and in the sky. Shadows look pretty good here. I'm going to pull down on my whites and even pull down on my blacks some just to give me some more contrast. So the layout and the interface here is a lot like Lightroom on your computer. Another thing I can do is enhance my color. If I wanted to warm this up, I can bring up my temperature a pretty good amount. Let's see, vibrance, I can pull that up. Saturation, I can increase that. And just have a better overall photo here that I can use to see what a location could look like. I can even increase my clarity here, even put a vignette in, have something that just show up a little bit more prominently within the frame. Highlights, grain, all those things are there. Even detail, I can sharpen this image and have the optics, remove chromatic aberration. Who would have ever thought that would be available within a Lightroom app on your phone? That's a pretty high-tech edit you can make on your computer. Now you can do it on your phone to see what that's going to look like. You also have some presets loaded in here that you can choose from if you don't want to go through and edit those on your own. So that's a really basic tool to use and run through of what you can do with this image. You can also select an auto edit. I really don't like to do that, so I'm going to hit back on undo auto settings. If you wanted a quick edit, that would be a really fast and easy way to do that. So you have your basic edits here. You also have tools like crop, like you can rotate this a little bit if you want to crop that down, or bring your crop down a little bit more too. Have that foreground element just really really prominent in your frame. And then you also have different options down at the bottom of your screen of cropping tools. So in this, we've quickly gone through like selective options for us in this app. We've quickly gone through light and color effects that we can adjust within the Lightroom app. But we've also done things like healing tools, crop tools, different things like remove chromatic aberration. And this is really good for you if you want to get your images out fast. Or one of the most underutilized tools that I've used this for, especially with these lenses, is I don't always take my camera out with me in the field. A lot of times I just like to strap these moment lenses onto my iPhone camera and just go out scouting, finding different locations, trying to decide, okay, if it's midday, if it's kind of cloudy and winter like it is right now, the trees aren't really that interesting. But the shot that I took on my phone today is a great example of a woodland shot that I can get maybe in the springtime, in the fall, and just gives me a good idea of what this location could look like when I am out scouting. I can edit my image on my phone that way to see, okay, this is an 18mm iPhone lens, something maybe like a 16mm might give me a little bit wider look, and it gives me a great idea of what lenses I can take out with me the next time I get out into the field when I am shooting. So this is a highly underutilized tool that a lot of landscape photographers aren't using right now. But I think for scouting especially, getting out to those locations, if you are going on a family hike, you can definitely snap images on your phone, get them out on social media really fast just from your phone. Because you have to remember, a lot of these phones, minimum a 12 megapixel sensor in here is going to do you great. I mean, my camera when I first started was 12 megapixels anyways, so I could have just carried around one of these phones with me and done the job just right. Always remember when you're going out to shoot, the best camera you have is the one that's in your hand. Don't keep wishing. If you only have a phone, grab you a couple of these moment lenses because they're really good. They don't pay me, they don't sponsor me. I just really like these for my landscape photography. As a next step, once you are working on your landscape photography compositions, you can watch this video that's showing up on your screen right now that's going to show you how to critique your own images so that you can take the best photos when that time does come.